I'm telling you, that laughter is like medicine.
And when you're not around, you are dearly missed.
Yes. So yeah. So we gotta know people's strong point and not try to make them be somebody else. Everybody have their own strong points.
Well, it goes back to we are the body of Christ, right? So the eye can't tell the mouth how to talk, and the mouth can't tell the eye how to see.
Right.
You gotta be in your lane. You gotta work your lane, whatever lane God put you in. You can't try to work everybody else's lane and then yours not being taken care of. You make sure you work your lane. And if you work your lane, can't nobody beat you when you in your lane.
Your lane.
When you're in your purpose, when you in your purpose, and focused, can't nobody beat you in your lane. Because that's your purpose. That's what you were designed to do. That's your destiny. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
And Joseph had the favor of God on him from Jump Street, and he had such a reverence for God. Anything that he did, he honored God. When think about it, when his brothers threw him in the pit, and then they sold him. Woo. It's bad enough they wanted to kill him, but then he had one brother that said, "Well, now, let's not kill him."
One was trying to save him.
Let's not kill him. Let's just put him in the pit, And in his mind, he was thinking, I'm gonna put him in the pit till they calm down some, and I'm gonna come back and get him out of there and send him on back home, to daddy, before they miss it, But he messed around and they caught him not on his watch and shoot. Before he know that they done sold that child. Done sold him to a caravan. On to eat.
The solo.
Look, took his little coat of many colors.
And
took the little coat.
And dipped it in some blood to say, oh, this is what happened.
Yeah, compounded the sin by lying and being even more deceptive about what they did. So,
and the father was so grieved that it made all of them just upset because he was so grieved. And, he was saying, I'm going to go down to my grave with this grief. And they just didn't know he was going to be that bad. And they didn't
I don't know why they did the crazy people about that child.
And then he was crazy about Benjamin, too. But Benjamin was young. But he was crazy about, he was crazy about him. They was like, if he lose this one, because both of them he was crazy about, but Joseph was older.
And the first one of crazy.
You got to know, Joseph was he was a good kid, though. I mean, he was.
He really was.
He respected his elders. He respected his parents. He respected his brothers. They just didn't like him.
They were jealous.
Yeah,
but do you think that Joseph knew what his dreams meant? Because when he would talk to his brothers about it, and knowing that the air of animosity they had for him, he still talked to them as if they were loving brothers. So with his interpretations, I wondered.
I think he was just zealous. He was just zealous. He had this dream. Oh, he knew what it meant. Because all of them knew what it meant. And then when he told his daddy knew what it meant. His daddy like, what you mean? We gonna bow down to you? So they knew dream interpretation. So the brothers knew what the dream meant, and the daddy knew what the dream meant. So Joseph knew. He was just zealous,
Did they believe him? Or they just had that much hatred for him?
No, they believed him. They believed, see, because you got to think about, that's how God led their daddy through dreams. You know, that's how he blessed him, you know, through dreams. And so they knew about dreams. And then so Joseph, when Joseph started having those dreams, of course Joseph knew what it meant, but what it was is, and we, you know, find ourselves guilty of this today because Joseph had such a pure heart and such a loving, kind nature that even though his brothers hated him, he loved them, you know. And sometimes we expect people to feel about us the way that we feel about them. Or we expect people to beat us, you know. If we're a very compassionate type person or sentimental type person, or, you know, we expect people to feel the same way that we do. And that's just not the case. You know, everybody is different. And he just thought that, you know, this is fantastic. You know, God showed me in a dream, you know, I'm going to be this and y'all going to bow to me. You know, I'm going to be providing for y'all. You know, I'm the baby brother and God's going to use me like this. They weren't trying to hear that. They was already like, look, let me tell you something. Then and I already got you that little coat with the many colors, or you done lost your mind. Hell, you come now thinking you gonna rule over us? I tell you what, let's kill this dream. And then we're gonna see what happened to that dream. What he talking about?
That was a